Hello, my name is Paul-Beckett, and today I'm going to be talking about the idea of free will, which is a triggering subject from the way we've been kind of fed it through religion. The idea God gave us free will, and to us, that's that's me in the driving seat, that's me in charge, that's me, the world's my oyster, do this, do that, my choice, my choice, my choice, my choice. And from one perspective, that is exactly what it is. But um, once I realized my true nature, and there was no, if we're going to use the word God, sorry, I've already said it, that triggering word again. If we're going to use that word, then it's not outside of me. It is exactly what I truly am. It's exactly what you truly are. So with that came this idea of, okay, so there's this world which, as much as, God, in my way of being now, and I know this sounds strange, I'm here. I can bang my head and cut it open. I can win the lottery. I can get knocked over by a car. There seems to be very real consequences, causes, and effects in this world. But somehow in my heart, it just doesn't feel like that anymore. It feels like a dream. It's the best way I can say it. It feels like a dream because I've saw what being awake feels like. And um, I've had some experiences that where I've just not been about, like meditation experiences, etc. The moment of realization where I just didn't identify with the body at all, didn't identify with the character, I didn't identify with the idea of being a me. And that I recognized as being real. And I can't explain it to you. Without the experience yourself, you're not going to be like, oh yeah, I see what you mean. But I was like, God, this is the truth. What I'm experiencing here is the truth. And now I'm still surrounded by this world. So what do I do? And you know, there's a lot. It depends how you come at it, what you're listening to online. A lot of people are like, we're trapped in a matrix with this, with that. I don't even see it like that. I just see it like there was an idea, could separation be fun? What would separation be like? Could I be separate from what I am? And from that idea was the birth of the physical universe as we know it, which is just a massive game of separation. And we've played it, and we've been a million different characters, and then on top of that, we've imagined ourselves as souls, still separate but above a body. And then on top of that, maybe like an oversouls. You read all this stuff, and where you see all this stuff online, there's dimensions, there's the fourth dimension, the fifth dimension. I just see them as different levels of the same game. And the game is, could I be separate? Because when you've known that unity, the idea of separation, in theory, on paper, could seem fun. Could seem like, oh, I get to be this, I get to be that. But let's look at how it's played out. The world, if anything, is a distraction. And that's not me going, fuck the world, like the world's evil, the world's this, ignore the world. Because while I'm here, while I still appear to be here, I need to feed this body. I need to sleep. I need to, just there's things that I need to take care of because this is the game that I'm experiencing now. But there's only ever two choices. And the one choice is look inside and see the truth. And the other choice is look outside at all of these wonderful distractions. I can go this way, I can go that way. Look at the archetypes of history, like the quest, the adventure. I'm off to find the golden fleece. I'm off to find the mountain. I'm off to slay the giant. I'm off to solve the labyrinth. That is the world. And it's like, it's enticing. And it's all about achievement. Because when you achieve this, then you'll find what you're looking for. This achievement's always outside. But the funny part is, it's completely upside down. There is no achievement because the thing that I was looking for, or didn't even realize I was looking for on these quests, but was always looking for something, was right here. It was always right here. So my two choices remain: turn inside and see the truth, or distract myself with the outside show And it's a fairground. It's all kinds of going on. I can do this, I can do that. And within the world, it's duality. There is the option of pleasure. There is the option of happiness, but it's always a double-edged sword. It's always different sides of the same coin: pleasure and pain, achievement and failure. Success and failure. Maybe that should have been. But when I'm looking at everything that I think the world offers me, I could live a really lucky, happy, successful, loving life in this world, but still it doesn't give me the truth. And that's because it's not permanent. That's because anything the world offers me, whether that be good or whether that be bad, is always impermanent. And my true nature is like this unified field. There's no change. Sometimes when I'm meditating, when you close your eyes, you see darkness. Well, when you actually look at it, it's not darkness. It's not black. It's like a speckle of little flashes of like little grains of red and this and that. Well, this is what I see anyway. Who knows what anybody else sees? So when I stare into that, and it's not black, although my lazy eye could see it as black when I first look at it until I really stare through it. And then sometimes in meditation, I'm aware of this unified field of light. And it's like no light that I've ever saw before because there's no source to the light. It seems like there's no direction either, but if I was to turn this way or turn that way, it's not brighter here than it is here. There's a complete consistency. The light is as gloriously bright in every single end. There's when we see light in this world, there's a source of it, and then there's the edges of it, and then the shadow. There's nothing like that. It's just this clear, consistent, unified light. There's no contrast. There's no this or that. There's no could be or might be. There's no room for us to get creative and get imaginative and get by. It might be this or it might be that. It's just it is what it is. The world, contrast, duality, it's this or it's that. And it depends how I look at this before I decide what it means to me, because in and of itself, it's neutral. All of the meaning that it's given by us. And the meaning I give something might be completely different to the meaning you give something, even though we're looking at exactly the same thing. So the two choices, free will. My free will is to go out there and have all the adventures that I want. It is. While you still choose distraction. Do it. Ride every ride. Live every life. But it can only lead to dissatisfaction. And we have beautiful little moments of beauty here. Like, I can't say that we don't. This is not me bashing the world. We can live nice lives. But if I think of the purest thing in my life, right? If I'm really, really honest, it's my relationship with my dog. She never annoys me. And even the people that I love the most, I can be annoyed by. They can. My mum, love her with all my heart. She can get on my nerves. I can get on her nerves. My dog, my little dog, she's never done anything. Even if she's pooed on the floor, I've gone, oh, nothing has ever been took personally by me as this dog is affronting me or something. So if I consider that to be the purest thing in this world that I can consider, then I can go, God, that's gorgeous. That's a beautiful thing. But still, that's not forever. My dog's 9. She's not going to be with me forever. So even when I find this thing that I go, oh, this is that pearl, this is that thing, this is the closest thing here that can feel unconditional to me, it's impermanent. And so that can't be the truth. It has to be part of the distraction, part of the illusion. So this information, if you hear it, because I anticipate the heckles, because I still have that heckling voice in my head as well. I say this and then someone wants to go, well, what's the point to it all then? What's the point? Why do we bother doing anything? If it's impermanent and it can't bring us lasting happiness, why bother? And I can see that, because that little thought suggests itself to me as well. Well, we're here. And even though I'm saying it's a dream, even though I'm saying I know that this isn't the ultimate reality, I still appear to be here. I can still knock on this wood. I can still tap on this head. I can still pinch myself and it still hurts. If I don't eat tonight, I'll still be hungry. So I'm here. And I heard something not so long ago, and I didn't have a spiritual background, so I don't have an awful lot of spiritual um fun facts to give you. What I like to share here is what I've realized in myself, because do you know what? If you want to go and read spiritual books, go and read them. They're all there, they're all available. If you want to go and listen to people talk about Buddhism or whatever it is, go on the internet. There's loads of people talking about it. But actually, I'm thinking if I'm sharing, I've got to share something which I feel like I found within myself. Otherwise, go to the library, go on the internet. There's interpretations of existing information and perspectives on existing information and opinions on existing information everywhere. Okay. So I think, what can I share with you? But having said that, I heard this thing from Buddhism and it really struck a chord with me, and it was called the middle way. While I'm still here in this world, I can live in three ways. I can deprive myself. I can resist. I can tell myself this isn't real, so therefore I can't. I'm having nothing to do with it. And it's that's where it comes into thing called the world's evil, the world's this, the world's I can do that. But to have that resistance, to have that energetic opposition to it, is an investment. Or I can jump in the other way. I can lavish myself in everything it has to offer me. I can worship every little idol in the world. I can jump in on everything and go, oh God, this is what could I want that was more than this. It doesn't get any better than this. And with that, it's a pure energetic investment. So we've got poles. Remember, it's the world of duality. The Buddha said something like the middle way. Now, I'm paraphrasing from something that I heard in passing. So please, if you want to look at this, look at it yourself. And again, opinion. So the Buddha was like, be here, live a life where you neither oppose nor gorge on it. Do you know what I mean? There's a way that you can come at it consciously. There's a way that you can come at it from a way that you realize that in truth, it can give you nothing other than what you are. That doesn't mean you fight it, and it doesn't mean you idolize it. It just means it's what's apparently happening right now. And that really struck something with me, because you don't want to get to that point where you hear this kind of information and then you just want to lay in bed for a month thinking, what's the point? I just might as well wait till I die. That can't be the point. So what do? I get on. I come at things consciously. I come at things with kindness. I come at things with compassion. And I realize that everything that's going on around me is just part of the play. It's just part of what's apparently happening. So in that way, I can enjoy it more. I see it for what it is. I'm not seeing it as something to oppose, to resist, to set myself up in battle with. I'm not seeing it as something to lose myself in and think that it offers me something more than I am, something that I need to run off and achieve in, something that's going to give me more than I already am. Because it's neither of those things. It's just what's apparently happening. It's just the dream that we're apparently having, where we thought that separation could be possible. And now within that dream, the idea of individuality didn't come without a price. It came with what we call the human condition, I think. And that human condition is a sense of guilt for this limitation that we've imposed upon ourselves. Because what we are knows no limits. It's everything, everywhere, all at once. So with this, we then jump into the distraction to make up for this sense of loneliness and this sense of isolation and this sense of hopelessness, which always feels under the bottom. And I don't know whether it feels like that for you, but everyone I speak to, when we're being honest, I go, do you have that feeling of, I'm not enough, this isn't enough? What? And then you run out into the world on a quest. This will give me, I will achieve, I will win this battle, I will prove this person wrong, I will get this, which is more than what you've got. And so we cover up that sense of, why does something feel wrong? What's that wrong feeling? Oh, it must be because I need to get more stuff. It must be because I need to achieve more. It must be because I need to go on another adventure and go over that hill and the grass is going to be greener over there. And I think that feeling is This individuality, which we've told ourselves is the best thing in the world, is a limitation. This, I can be this, I can be that, I can do this, I can do that, blah, 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 blah. It's part of the distraction, because once you've realized what you truly are, you're like, God, I don't need anything from outside of myself. And that doesn't mean that I still don't want to have loving relationships. That doesn't mean that I still don't want to laugh with people. It doesn't mean that I still don't want to be of service while I can be. It doesn't mean that I still don't want to experience things, to see the beauty that's around me and things like that. But it just means that I don't outsource my joy to it. I don't outsource my satisfaction to this external game, this external fairground. So if we think about free will, there is free will between two choices: the choice to see the truth and the choice to distract yourself a little longer. And if you want to distract yourself a little longer because that's what feels right to you right now, then do it, because you're going to get another chance. The chances never stop. Okay, so while if you know, I have some people when I talk about meditation and the thought of it makes them want to throw up all over themselves, being quiet like that, they don't even think that they can, you know, the mind, the mind, the mind, the mind. And I go, that's okay. That's just where you are right now. You can't skip along the line if that's not where you will allow yourself to be. You will stand as close to the light as you will allow yourself to be. So you can't then turn it into like this achievement of you're closer than me, or you've da, 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 da. That's where we've gone wrong in the past. Okay, it's not a competition, but you have to look within yourself and think, where can I comfortably allow myself to be in this? With this understanding of I have two choices, where can I comfortably allow myself to sit? Do not attack yourself. Do not battle yourself. Do not tell yourself that you're failing because you still need more time. Because something out there still seems to offer you that thing that you've been looking for all your life. Okay? That's not a failure. All that means is you're still working it out. And that's okay. That is okay. Right? You know, when sometimes I speak to people and they're like, but when will it happen to me? When will it's happened for you? Why don't it happen to me? Because I've been to ashrams and I've been to this, and we're going to list out all the reasons why we're worthy of it. And the truth is, none of the external stuff we've ever done has made us worthy of this any more worthy than we already are. It's just when you'll allow yourself to see it. And when you'll allow yourself not only to see it, but then to be like, oh, that's what I was looking for. That was so funny. I thought it was out there. I thought it was always over the next hill, always round the next corner, always something that I needed to work hard for, always something that I needed to prove myself worthy of. It was just here all along. And that's the joke. That's the joke of it. So have a little think. Listen, when you think about that, in a lot of us, because it still does in me, sometimes when things come up, it can feel like you're depriving yourself. It can feel like, oh, well, what's the point if I'm not allowed to go out there and do what I want? And you can. It's not wrong. It is not wrong. Do not judge yourself for where you are on your journey. Okay? Because everything is perfect. Everything will bring you to that exact moment when you can go, I'm here. Oh, thank God I'm here. And I've always been here. It was a journey without distance. Ah, I don't feel the need that I need to go any further. So just think about it. And when it brings up that opposition in you, that resistance in you, which it will, because it still can with me. When I see something out there and all of a sudden I want to invest my joy in that thing, and then I have to remind myself that thing doesn't hold my joy, and I still get that little objection you're on a voice, that little heckler that wants to say, this is unfair. How dare you tell me I can't go after that? It still presents itself to me. And then I look at it and I think, whose voice is that? Doesn't sound like my voice. It doesn't sound satisfied. Doesn't sound full, doesn't sound whole, doesn't sound it doesn't sound home. Sounds like it's still looking for home, that voice. So that can't be me. Have a little think about it. And when you're triggered, just know that every single one of us are triggered, when we realize that that free will doesn't mean the thing that we've took it to mean. It means the choice between truth and distraction. Okay, I really love you, okay?